Okay, we're up and running. So hello and welcome to Hervey Bay, pre-cyclone. So if there's anyone in there, just let me know what the audio's like. I'll move around in front of the camera in a second. I'll just make sure we've got people in and everything's working okay first. And then I'll come around and say hello. So if there's anyone in the chat, just let me know that the audio's working. Reception is actually good out here. It's surprisingly good. So hopefully we should have a nice smooth stream because the sky's looking pretty epic. The sky's looking pretty epic. So yeah, let's check audio first. Let me know whether you can hear me. Audio good, video good, thanks Kath. Okay, so I'll just come around in front of the camera just to make sure it's not the phone. Hello and welcome. Let's check out that sky. We've got some guide rays coming through. Got the guide rays over here and then the storm cloud throwing down some rain. So yeah, looking pretty cool. So this spot, I've been here once before. The plan is to get back up in the mangroves as the tide comes in. So we're incoming tide. G'day Jack, sounds fine. G'day Leslie, how are you? Looks and sounds good. Okay, good. Yeah, reception is surprisingly good out here today, so I'm very happy. But look at that sky. It's looking nice. So thank you to everyone who's in. So yeah, if anyone in here from Hervey Bay, let us know how you went with the storms. That rain bomb that hit us was pretty nasty. So yeah, hopefully everyone's okay and there wasn't too much damage done. We were lucky, we were safe. Yeah, we're in one of the newer estates, so the drainage was pretty good. I can't complain. We kept our power. We had the water. We had a river running out the front of the house, but that's kind of normal after some rain. But yeah, we did all right. So yeah, hopefully everyone else did okay. I've been in touch with a few people and I think most people got through it okay. I know there was one lady that she just bought a new car and the car got wrecked. That's not good to see. Okay, so yeah, plan for tonight. The plan, as per usual, I don't have a plan. I'm plan to take some photos. That's about it. I've put a 10 stopper on, got a 10 stop filter on. I have been here before and this looks really nice with some long exposures. We've got no trees, we've got no waves, very flat water. So long exposures look good in a spot like this. I'm going to get some shots while that sky's doing what it's doing. So I'll come back and check chat in a minute. Oh, the water is absolutely delicious. So yeah, I've got the 10 stopper on. I want to get that while it's happening. So I will come back. It won't take me long to get these shots. We've got a nice big leading line. That row of rocks is a leading line heading out. I can probably do all this in one exposure. Let's have a look. So F11, 30 seconds with my 10 stop filter on. I'll bring the camera over and show you a little bit later. But yeah, the plan is, as you saw from the thumbnail, I do speak good English. In the thumbnail, there's a spot just up behind us where we get a mangrove tree. There's a lone rock and like a nice little leading line straight through the middle. So that's the plan. I took that shot a long time ago, so I can't exactly remember what tide it was. It was one of those shots I took when I first got here, to tell the truth. So I don't remember what the tide was, but I'm guessing it was around about that 2.5 metre tide. Look at that, that's nice. That's really nice. Loving those rays coming out of the sky. Okay, as the tide comes in, we'll start to get some waves. Compared to what we've had recently, these are nowhere near waves. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. I'm just going to get another couple of shots just while that's there. I really want to get that sun and the rain, so I will come and check the chat soon. That's looking really good. Okay, that's a bit too... I want that line a bit more. Yeah, that's good. Okay, long exposures, very minimalist type photos these are. Okay, and there's not a lot going on. Just a rock wall, little leading line, and all this water will be just silky smooth, long exposure. And the sky is just nice, okay? Not epic colour, but it's just nice. Love that dark patch out there. That dark patch of rain looks really nice. And it must be windy out there. Look at the angle it's on. It was blowing a bit this afternoon, and it was probably from that little storm cloud. But yeah, look at these. These are the guide rays. I'm probably standing in front of them. But yeah, those rays coming down. Really nice. I will come and check the chat in a minute. Oh wow, look at that. That is really good. So I'm doing multiple exposures, doing one exposure for my foreground and one for the sky. Because that sun is so bright, I have to do multiple exposures. Have a look at it. They're what we call God rays. And they look, I'm going to zoom in. I really want to fill my frame with those rays. I've got to recheck my focus when I zoom in. Zoom in, just do exactly what I did before. I'll do one exposure for my foreground. The tripod feels a bit loose. And I will come and check the chat in a minute, so bear with me. The tide is coming in quick. When I got here, this was bone dry. So I will have to keep pushing back. I just want to get this while I've got all this happening. It is a photography stream after all, so I'm taking some photos. But yes, I will come and check the chat and say hello to everyone. Yeah, it could be good. I'm going to hang around for blue hour. I've seen this sky before. I know what that's doing. Look at that. It's okay. It's not fantastic, but yeah, let's just get that. Let's get those rays while they're there. Probably zoomed in a bit too much. I'm just going to zoom. Oh wow, that's zoomed in too much. That's really nice. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. It's just everything's a bit too tight. Just that's better. That's better. Somewhere around about there. I'm just going to recheck my focus again. That is loose. Why is that loose? All right, I'll get one more shot, then I'll come and have a chat. Because yeah, I want those rays. Look at them. There's rain cloud all along the horizon out there. Rain cloud all along the horizon out there. And we've got this one little patch of sun that is really epic. And the water's starting to clear up, so it's actually nice to see some clear water starting to come back in. So after all the rain and that rain bomb that we had, a lot of fresh water, a lot of mud washed out. But we're in the big tides at the moment, so the big tides will push it all in and out. Let me get one more shot. Oh wow, that's really nice. That's really nice. Really underexpose this one to get that sky. Yeah, so the water's starting to look nice again. You can actually see our aqua colour out there, or our turquoise colour. It's looking really nice, which is good because I miss our beautiful greenish, bluish water. Oh God, don't slip over. Don't want to start the stream slipping over. All right. I got those shots, so let me just wobble around. The rocks are very slippery. With all the rain we've had, there's a lot of mud on the rocks. So the rocks are very, very slippery at the moment. Okay, now let me catch up on some chat. Okay, Leslie, Jack, Kath, Linda Rossi, how are you? Are you out here tonight? Is there any damage from the cyclone? I haven't seen any damage down here from the cyclone. There are parts of the beach that have been washed away. The boat ramp was not looking good at all. The boat ramp copped it pretty bad. It's hard to explain. There's all sand and crap on the boat ramp, and there's like a big channel along the side of the boat ramp that's been washed away. G'day Pam, how are you? Welcome. So yes, welcome everyone. And yeah, another Hervey Bay sunset. So we've got an incoming tide. Tide's coming in pretty quick. We're on the big tides at the moment, sort of around that full moon phase. And yeah, I'm hoping to get back into a little spot that I've got lined up for later. But yeah, look at that sky. So yes, hello, and hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is safe. Right, I am just going to push back a little bit, so bear with me while I take the wobbly camera and try not to slip over. we're almost back into the mangroves, which is where I want to be. There's enough wind around to keep the midgies away. So the one thing I don't like about is the midgies here. Yes, I am at Point Vernon, Linda Rossi. I'm not out tonight, hoping to go out tomorrow night for the moon. Yes, you get the blood moon tomorrow night. So I may go out and get my, what am I up to, about the 17th blood moon for the last couple of years. So I might go out and have a look at it. The forecast isn't great. The forecast is for cloud, but you know, it's Hervey Bay. It's Hervey Bay, and we all know what happened with the forecast a couple of days ago, where they were expecting a 50% chance of 1 to 5 mils. So yeah, we are expecting cloud and showers tomorrow. So it'll probably be clear skies. That's my tip. It will probably be clear skies. And there's some really nice rocks here in the foreground, so once the tide comes in a bit for them, I might line up for them as well. Yes, the blood moon. Blood moon, I think it's rising just after sunset. So yeah, if you head down to Urangan Pier, you'll see an army of photographers down there, because it will rise right over the edge of the Urangan Pier. So it will make for some really nice shots. So if anyone's keen to get out tomorrow night, head down. Shelley Beach is a good spot. Get out on those rock groins at Shelley Beach and straight out towards the end of the pier, and you should, if the cloud clears, we could get a blood moon rise. So I think it lasts for about 2 hours all up. So about 2 hours for the blood moon tomorrow night, an eclipse. So yeah, we'll see. We might go out. Look, we could even do a live stream, to tell the truth. The only problem is the phone doesn't work great at night time, so I don't know how well that'll go. But yeah, so is anyone else going to head out tomorrow night for the blood moon? Let me know, and we might do a bit of a meet-up even. We might do a meet-up. And we'll all watch the moon not rise through the cloud. I've done that before, trust me. Sitting there waiting for the moon to rise, looking at the time, thinking it should be up by now. And then about half an hour later, it's, oh yeah, there it is. But if you don't go, you don't know. All right, I'm going to get some more shots. These little rocks here, I like these ones here. I don't like, it starts to get a bit messy out behind there. Heading down to Damon Park, the upper part looks over Round Island. Yeah, that'd be nice too, actually. That's somewhere different is nice. I was kind of looking, there's a couple of good spots out at Point Vernon where I can get some nice foreground, some mangrove trees, some rocks, and then have the moon as well. So I might even give that a crack. I've got ones at the Urangan Pier. I sort of don't need any more. But yeah, Damon Park is not a bad idea, having it come up over Round Island. Oh, I don't want to get too excited. Imagine taking the kayak out to Round Island for it. That would be pretty epic. Alright, I've got to take photos. Look at that sky. G'day Ultimate, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Have you been out recently? Has anyone been out recently? Tell me some stories about where you've been and what you've been up to while I go and take some photos. So yeah, good to have you back, Ultimate. One of my very first live stream followers you were. So yeah, good to see you back in. Looked at photo pills and it did look good. Yeah, photo pills. Photo pills is always going to... Look, if it looks good on photo pills, it's probably not going to be good. But yeah, let's see what happens. I think the weather is actually meant to be clearing up a little bit over the next few days. So it's still just a chance of showers. And what I'm going to do... So yeah, I'm going to stick with the 10 stop. I've still got my 10 stopper on. Just because the foreground's not the most interesting foreground in the world. It is just rocks. So by having a nice long exposure, just makes it a little bit more interesting. And that sky is really nice. That sky is doing it for me. So I'm going to do one exposure for my foreground. I want to go and wet those rocks. I don't like the way they're dry, and yeah, I like wet rocks. They look nice and shiny. So I'll do one shot with those rocks dry. But look at that sky. Look at that sky. I made up some new words, Ultimate. I don't know if you were in here early enough, but yeah, I made up some new words. It's my specialty. I make up real words. Yeah, that's a bit too messy now. I'm not a fan of what's happening here. I've got too many speckly rocks. I don't like lots of rocks. I like to have one big solid rock, like that one out there would be nice. I think as the tide comes in, this one could get a little bit better. So let me come and check the chat again. Going all right. Haven't been out lately, sadly. Get out there. Get out there and take some photos. G'day, Scotty. How are you? Welcome back. Yes, and hello to everyone in the chat. So, yes, thank you to everyone. Look, it's good to see some clear skies again. It's been pretty weathery up here lately. I'd be disappointed if you didn't make a new word. So I just came up with one then, a bit weathery. The weather has been. It's been weather, that's for sure. We've had everything. If last night's sunset was incredible. Last night was really nice, and I was out making a video for YouTube. So that I will, maybe tomorrow night I might put that video up. But yeah, last night's sunset was another one of those epicness sunsets. It was really nice. I don't like what's going on here. I'm going to move over there, so bear with me. Yes, last night's sunset, it was epicness part 2, the return of epic. It was really nice. Okay, this is, yeah, see, now that sun's too harsh. I don't like the sun on the water. That's just going to completely blow out and not be very nice at all. But I'm going to take the shot anyway. Yeah, when you've got the sun reflecting on the water like that, it's just a blown out mess. Yeah, I don't like shooting into the sun when it's like this. So I'll come back and check the chat. Yeah, that sun is... Don't like shooting directly into the sun like that. Scotty, all good. Nice to see a bit of sun. Yeah, old Alfie caused a bit of trouble and strife. Sure did. Yeah, Alfie... We sort of dodged Alfie, to tell the truth, at first. It stayed out fairly wide. And then came back in on the Gold Coast. And my parents were on the Gold Coast, and they lost power for 4 days. They had no power for 4 days. It rained down there for 4 days, so they copped it pretty bad. They copped it really bad, actually, down on the Sunshine Coast, Brisbane, even northern New South Wales. You know, we copped it pretty bad too after, you know, right on the edge of it. But overall, look, we did okay. So I found your kangaroos with a larger, the large joey. There's a group of them up there, and they've been there every time I drive past. They're there. So yeah, not Damon Park. That's where you're going. What's it called? Black Stump Park. Yes, I got some photos of the joey the day before that live stream. So yeah, they're quite, look, they're good. You can get up nice and close to them as well. So yeah, Damon Park, there's a little group of kangaroos that are quite accessible if you want to go and take some photos of them. Just make sure you talk to them. Don't try and pick them up. Yeah, have a talk. That sun is... This is starting to look nice now, but that sun... I just want it to hide behind that cloud a little bit. Now, what's going on with my white balance? That looks really bad. Just going to check my white balance. Let's go into my quick menus quicker. It's on auto white balance. I'm just going to change it. Yeah, when you're shooting into the sun, white balance can go a bit mental with the auto white balance. So I'm going to change that to daylight. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go shade. Shade actually looks nice on the back of the camera. So yeah, if you ever notice I usually shoot with auto white balance because, you know, being a Canon camera, 99% of the time it gets it right. But yeah, occasionally when it just can't find some blacks or some whites, it can struggle a little. Alright, let's get that shot there. That's, again, starting to look nice. Now that the sun's a bit more diffused, it's not as harsh on the water. So yeah, look, 99% of the time I just do shoot with an auto white balance. And yeah, I change it if I notice it. Astro, I always change it for Astro. I don't shoot on auto with Astro. That's one of the few things that I do change. Back in the old days when I used to shoot in a studio, I used to change the white balance. But yeah, that's as far as landscapes go, auto is fine. Wow, that's nice. That's looking good. It's getting very dark with my 10 stopper on. I'm going to go down to f8 just to get some more light into the water. Look at that sun. That's nice. It is nice. Yeah, I don't know if the tide will get up to where I want it to be. I have a feeling it was on a bigger tide, but we'll see. It's good to always just try new spots and see what you find. Go at different tides, go at different times of day, and just see what you can come up with. That's really nice. That's really nice. I do like that. That is... what I'm going to do, let's just bump up our ISO to 200. Just want the water a little bit brighter. It's sort of bored. I'm blowing out the sky because it's so bright. Just want to get that water a little bit brighter. Really, like those rocks are black in the photo. And that's what I'm going for. I'm going for a fine art type image. So the rocks are going to be nice and black. The water's going to be white and silky smooth. And then our sky's doing what our sky's doing, which is nice. It's not moving quick. If the sky was moving faster, we get some nice streaks with the long exposure, but it's not moving super fast. Yeah, that's nice. And I'll just speed up my shutter speed and get that sky. That's a bit too fast, but yeah. God, look at all that rain along the horizon over there. That's yeah. All right, let's start moving back. Yep, my bag's almost underwater. I'll try not to slip over. Might make for an interesting stream though. Slipping over on a live stream. Yeah, the rocks are, there's plenty of mud on them, so they're a little bit slippery. Yeah, we're getting there. We're starting to get there. Starting to look good. Oh. Okay, let's check the chat again. Parawina is good for getting close to the route. Yes, Parawina Park, that's just around the corner as well, isn't it? So that is good. There's always some roos in there too. So yeah, there was a heap at the cemetery, but yeah, I don't really want to go into the cemetery for photos. But there was a heap in the cemetery. Check out all the rain on the horizon over here. Look at that, absolutely everywhere. That would make for a really nice pano, to tell the truth. Back in the old days when I used to carry heaps of lenses with me, I'd put on a telephoto. These days, yeah, so out that way, there's not much happening over that way. It is all over this way. I was almost going to go to Scarness tonight, but I didn't. Kath, Ultimate, good to see you in here again. Yeah, it's good to see Ultimate back. Lots of spiders there. No spiders yet. No, not yet. Get closer to dark and who knows what creepy crawlies and creatures we'll see. God, there's even a chance of... there's been a few freshwater turtles starting to wash up on the beach. I don't think we'll get any here. There's no freshwater lakes All of Eli Waters is all salt water, but yeah, out on the main beaches there's been a few freshwater turtles washing up. So I'll definitely be rescuing them if I see one, but yeah, I don't think we'll get many coming out of Eli Creek. Excuse me while I walk. Yeah, so I'd almost forgotten about that huntsman that was crawling on me. That was a good stream, that one. For those that missed it, on one of my earlier streams, I felt something crawling on my arm and brushed it off as you do, and then noticed it was a huntsman. There was a huntsman on my arm. So I bent down to try and rescue it and get it out of the water. Just as I went to grab it, a fish came up and ate it. So the circle of life, eh? I felt bad after doing that too. I do like my animals. I do like my animals. I don't care what they are. All animals are good animals. So yeah, I felt bad when I flicked it into the water. Tried to rescue it and then chomp. Wow, that sky. I don't know. I've got to zoom in on that. Have a look at that. Have a look along that horizon. Let me see if I can zoom in a little. Check that out. That's really nice. That's where I would like to do a pano. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, look, I think a lot of us miss your photos, Ultimate. Always look forward to seeing your photos. So, good to see you in the chat. Good to see everyone in the chat, to tell the truth. Yeah, got a good little community going here, to tell the truth. I've met most of the people in the chat, so most of the people in here I've sort of seen out and about, so yeah, it's always good to see. And yeah, I'll do a pano. Yes, I will do a pano. I've got to do it while there's that golden glow. I wish I was almost going to bring my 24 to 105. I don't need foreground for this pano. This one is all about that sky. I'm going to zoom in. Oh, I should take the filter off. Let me quickly take that 10 stopper off. Can't be doing panos with a 30-second exposure. Well, you can, but won't stitch together really good. So there's a little tip for you. If you ever want to do a pano, try not to do one at 30 seconds because you'll get too much movement in your cloud. The clouds will be moving too quickly that when you go to stitch it together, you will struggle. Now, I'm exposing for the brightest part of the sky. This is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough shot. The sky is so bright that I am going to struggle. I'm just going to put my filter away for a second. Yeah, so always exposed for the brightest part of the sky when I do a pano, but it is so bright. I'm just going to have to blow it. That's all there is to it. Blow it out, that is. Blow out the sky. So let's zoom right in, focus on that horizon. I'm just going to do it in portrait mode. Oh wow, look how far it goes. And we'll get one there, so we're at f8. 1/40th of a second, and I'm going to pan around as quickly as I can before everything changes too much. I probably could have got more sky. I've already stuffed it. I've already stuffed it up. The pressures of live streaming, I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. I was just trying to get my horizon straight, and it's dead straight in the middle of my shot. So I will do another. I'll do a proper pano. So we're going to go into portrait mode. I'm going to get more sky. I want more sky in this shot. So somewhere around about there. We'll do that one. And I'm just going to loosen my head, and rather than use the ball head, I should be able to just swivel it like that. That's a proper way to do a pano. As long as your tripod's nice and level, which I can see that mine is. It's got the little bubble on it. You don't need to move your ball head, you just twist it from side to side. Wow, look at the reflections in the water. That's really nice. It's really nice. The colours, it's bizarre. Very grey, puffy clouds, and that orange underneath. That looks really awesome. I wish I had some foreground to work with, to tell the truth, now that I look at it. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. Because that yeah, it definitely works as a panel. I don't like my... Oh, shit! I mean, oops! I nearly slipped. Yes. This is what happens when you try and rush things. You, have some slip-ups. Let me bring the camera back where you can see. Looks really nice. It does. Look at this cloud out here. Like if I zoom in on that, and then I'll probably lose it all. But yeah, just the colour. That real orange and just grey. It's, yeah, look. If I ever... The telephoto would have been handy. Would have been very handy to have the telephoto. Zoom right in on that. But it is what it is. I'm in at 40 mil. 40 mil's going to work for me. That's really nice. Foreground, yeah. Foreground isn't the most exciting thing in the world. But let's do it again anyway. I'm just going to go a little bit brighter and do another pano. All right. But yeah, now things are starting to look nice. It's all just grey up above, so that's why I'm kind of doing the pano. It is all just on the horizon. But that cloud is really quite nice. Really quite nice. I just realised I'm at ISO 200, which isn't a real big issue, but it would have been nice to be at 100. Remember that I left my filter there. I'll make sure. Better put that filter away before it drops. Look at that sky. That's really cool. Let's see what else we can do here. Yeah, I do want to zoom in. I need to be in fairly tight. Yeah, foreground. It's all cutting through my shot. I don't like foregrounds cutting through. Look, I'll just take it. I'll just take it. Let me pack away this filter before I lose it. We're starting to lose light now, so I don't need my long exposure, or I don't need the 10 stopper anymore. And then I'll come back and check the chat. And we're getting close. Yeah, okay, it's starting to happen. We're getting water up where I want it. Yeah, it's looking good. Looking good. We're going to lose that sun very shortly. Let me just get one more out there before we completely lose it. We're going to lose that sun very quickly. I'm just going to take one with that messy foreground that I'm talking about, just so I can show you what I mean by the messy foreground. Alright. Let's spin that around. Alright, let's come and check the chat. Things will start to get a bit boring soon. Looks really nice, better than usual. The water looks amazing this afternoon, nice and calm. It does look, it's nice and calm around here, and it's starting to get that colour back to it. It's finally starting to get, you know, it's not brown anymore. It's actually got a little bit of colour to it, which is nice. I do like some nice blue and green water. Alright, so that's going to do for there. Yeah, composition wise, I just don't like the way the rocks cut through the shot. Yeah, just messy foreground. Sky is good. I did a couple of shots where I zoomed in on the sky. Can I please ask a question? Absolutely. Ask away. Ask lots of questions. Just don't make them hard. Oh look, there's there's something in the water out there. That's my don't ask what that squeaking noise is. It's my Crocs. Yeah, there's a few fish busting up out there. All right, I'm going to move back into. Let me show you what I've got. I'll try and do this quickly, just in case we get a splash of light. We've got sun, which could mean we get a splash of light, and I want to go and find a composition. The biggest problem with working with fast tides is you're forever moving. So the first spot that I was at is completely underwater now. So excuse my carrying of the camera. Oh, this looks very stone fishy. There's a crab. It's going to be slippery. I'm going to play it safe. It's very muddy rocks at the moment. I need a good northerly to come and blow all this away. Let's have a quick look at what we've got going on here. Okay, so there's that tree. So this is kind of that spot where the thumbnail, there's the rock. I'm almost standing on it. So let's come back a bit and we'll just wait for that tide to come in. Wait for the tide to come in and hope the sky does something. So I think that's the rock. It looks like it's moved. So yeah, we've got this nice leading line out this way. We've got the rock there. The rock has definitely moved. That's not where it was. Is there another one somewhere? All right, let me have a bit of a hunt around. Okay, the question. I have an idea. If I wanted to add a subject to a long exposure shot like this, do I take the long shot empty first and then add the subject? Yes, absolutely. I was going to do a video on that. So yeah, I've done a couple with Jack and Jade where basically a long exposure portrait. So what you do is you do your long exposure first, then you just change to a faster shutter speed. Don't move your camera, then expose for your subject, and then you blend them both together. Okay, so the key is to keep your camera dead still. So you're not changing your camera. All you're doing is changing your exposure. So you have your nice long exposure for your foreground or your water, and then you do a nice fast exposure for your subject. Okay, so it looks like we've got some of Jade's friends in here at the moment. Hello, how do I pronounce that? My English is terrible, so I'm going to say Caligaris. Jade will tell me who that is. But yes, thank you for jumping in. And yes, Jade has been mentioning she wants to bring some of her friends along to these live streams one night. And look, I will do one down at the beach. I don't want to bring kids out on the rocks. That tide's really rushing in now. So what I don't want the tree hiding that sunset, and that's looking really nice over there now. So I'm just going to wander out this way a little bit. I'm just going to frame something up and have a look. I'm not sold on this composition, but let's see what we can get out of it. Yeah, it's okay-ish. It's okay-ish. It's not the greatest composition in the world. But yes, ultimate, that is one of my plans to do. And I do want to do some nice long exposure portraits. The other thing you can do is use a flash and put your flash on the rear curtain. So then the flash fires at the end of the exposure, but then you've still got to have your subject sitting there for however long your exposure is, standing fairly still. But yeah, the easiest way is set your camera up on a tripod, do your long exposure, and then just crank up your ISO, bring your aperture down, and then expose for your subject, and then blend them together. So, but yes, I do plan on doing that video. I need a subject that's going to stand there for 30 seconds. I have done some with Jade, but I want to do it and actually film it. Okay, so yeah, look, it's composition wise, this is really, it's not doing it for me. It's just not. I need some more water. I need some more water and a nicer sky. Okay, so now we've lost all that colour. So now I'm thinking black and white. So I don't think we're going to get a blue hour. There's too much cloud for blue hour. So now we're going to go black and white. We're going to go some black and whites now. Because yeah, we're going to lose colour. Sky is very uninteresting. But this is, this was the whole point of my live streams, was just to come out and take shots and not, like last night I ordered the Epic Sky. I rang up my contacts and I said, I need an Epic Sky for my video. Can you deliver? And they did. Tonight, I've already used up my one request for the week. So tonight they've given me this. But we'll make do. G'day Matt, how are you? Solar eclipse tonight if the clouds clear. Is it tonight or tomorrow? I thought it was tomorrow night, Friday night. We were just talking about that earlier, and we might actually do a bit of a meet-up tomorrow night and see if we can get lucky and have some clouds. But yeah, thanks for popping in. Solar eclipse tonight. I don't know, to tell the truth. I thought it was tomorrow night, Friday night. But yeah, I haven't been keeping up with things, to tell the truth. I just saw it pop up in one of the news feeds. Yeah, composition. What are we doing here? Definitely going black and white. We've lost colour. There's that slither of orange on the horizon. Dark, gloomy clouds make for some really nice black and white shots. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring this camera up out of the water because I'm getting deep. Get the camera up here somewhere nice and steady where it's not going to fall. So yeah, we might do a bit of a meet up tomorrow night. Jade's dad, can you say hi, Jade's friend Potato? Oh, it's Potato. Okay, hello Potato. How are you? I know who Potato is now. I won't reveal your real name, but yes, I know exactly who Potato is because Jade told me. So hello Potato. Did you speak to the Sky Manager? I did. I spoke to the Sky Manager, and last night I ordered my Epics. You wait till you see the video from last night. It's, apart from having me, the sky's really nice. Just, yeah, once you get past all the crap that I talk, the sky was really good. So I've changed my mind on this video 1,000 times. I was going to do an exposure blend versus single exposures, but I think I've covered enough exposure blending videos. I ran through all my settings. I'm thinking of calling it how to use manual mode without thinking about it. So I've got I took about half an hour's worth of footage, so I did take a lot of footage. And yeah, I've just got to come up with because yeah, anyone who joins my live streams knows how much I just waffle on. Where are we? Okay, let's get our ISO back to 100. Let me just concentrate on what I'm doing for a second. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Really not liking what I'm seeing. Let me have a bit of a look around. Let me have a bit of a look around. I don't want to take photos that I don't like. I do like this line running through the middle. Maybe it was one of these rocks. That's starting to look a bit better. I'm just gonna wet that a bit, make it nice and shiny. That might work. Yes, there it is. There's the shot. There's the shot. That's the shot. Almost. It's probably good that you can't see what I'm doing now. I'll bring the camera over so you can see, yeah, that tide's coming in quick. Oh, look how clear the water is. It's nice to see some clear water flushing back in. Thank you, Leslie. I have missed it, but my back is slowly on the mend, so hoping to get out soon. Yeah, nothing worse than having a sore back. It does sort of, you know, it sucks the motivation out of you when you're just sore. I've been there before. I was going through my old photos the other day, and I think it was 2019. That was the year after I stuffed myself. 2019. I think I took something like 40 photos for the entire year. I just completely gave up. It was all just too hard. It was too sore. So yeah, 2019. 2018 was when I had the big injury, and then 2019 was the recovery year. And yeah, I know what it's like. It sucks, but it's good to have a break every now and then. It is good to have a break every now and then. So don't feel bad about it. You're not missing anything. Just don't watch last night's video. Don't watch last night's sunset. Yeah, don't watch the video, and then you haven't missed a thing. Okay, so I've got these rocks here in my foreground. I've got the rocks running through the middle, and then I've got the mangrove tree. I haven't got these ones off to the side. So what I'm going to do is, I really would like a longer exposure. Let's go up to F. I'll go up to F16. I don't want to push it in longer than F16. F16 will give me around about a 4-second exposure. Just going to recheck my focus again. Okay, so F16, 4-second exposure. That's, you know, there's not a lot of movement in the water, so that should smooth out fairly nicely. It looks like crap. That's not the most. I've got to remember, I've got Jade's friends in here. I've got to watch what I say. I always try and watch what I say. I try not to swear, except for when I nearly slip over. Yeah, this doesn't look good at all. I've got to change my white balance as well. The white balance is just making everything look horrible again. White balance doesn't really matter if we're doing black and white, to tell the truth. I'll show you the shot, but it's not the most exciting shot in the world. But yeah, okay, let me show you a couple of the shots that I've got while I sort of ponder what I'm doing. It's really just, yeah, I really don't know at the moment. I'm having one of those moments where I can't find a composition that I like. It's a new spot, not really a new spot, but it's a spot that, oh, there we go. That, okay, I saw something. I just seen something that I like. I've seen something that I really like, actually. I'm going to head over there soon. Let me come and quickly show you some shots that I've got so far. Where are we up to? Wish you the best, loving the view. Thank you. Thanks for popping in, man. I forgot what your name was again. Potato, that's it. I was thinking mango. I've got another friend who has a friend called Mangoes. So potatoes. Thanks, potatoes. Ultimate. You didn't realise some of the crazy positions you get into when taking photos until you have an injury and realise, yeah, you're getting old. Tell me all about it. That's part of the reason I gave up weddings. I could not get into the positions I wanted to get into, and you know, if I couldn't do what I wanted to do with the weddings, there was no point doing it. I wasn't going to go in half-assed. If I couldn't do what I wanted to do, I just thought, no, I think my days of wedding photography are over. I used to love laying down in the aisle to get that low down shot. Mind you, if I had a flippy screen, I could probably do it, but no, it's, yeah, wedding photos. I love doing them, but geez, they were hard work. All right, don't mind me as I walk through the water. Okay, this is looking quite nice. That tide is coming in super fast. So this is what I've spotted. Let me just get this set up. This camera angle probably doesn't do it great, but I'm going to get this tree all on its own. See if I can get this tree all on its own and get rid of this one off to the side. So let me go and grab my tripod and come back. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's in here again, listening to me just waffle on and take photos. Lots of rain on that horizon still. I was going to show you some photos, wasn't I? I'll show you some photos when I wind it up. We'll go through all my crappy photos because I've got some tonight. And, you know, this is kind of the point of the live streams, to show you that you're not always going to go out and get epic photos. Okay, you've got to try new locations. You've got to try things, and when you try things, you're not always going to get what you want. So I've sort of played it safe for the last few live streams. I've gone out to locations that I know work. So I thought, you know what, tonight we're going somewhere that I haven't been for a long time, and see if we can make something pretty cool. The sky was good. If it wasn't for that sky, I wouldn't have much. Yeah, I reckon this could be good. This could be good. Let me just see if I can frame it up. I want this tree all on its own. So I've got this nice little line coming out there. That tree in the background is going to get in my shot. Oh, that's just no good at all. They are too close. Yeah, so it's getting messy now. Once you get this far into the mangroves, it does get a bit messy. I got the shot that I wanted. I could probably get another one. Through here. Let's see how that looks. Nah, see, that's not doing it for me either. That's just not doing it for me either. Yeah, see, in here, it gets a bit too messy. There's too much going on. So we're going to completely change plans altogether. And now I can feel the midges starting to bite me. And I think we might even finish up, to tell the truth, because I have no confidence in what we've got. The sky's doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. Let's have a look. Where are we up to? Yeah. Scotty B, agreed. I have a... the chat's moving. I've had a partial hip replacement. There are a few things that are way more difficult than that compared to before. Absolutely. It's yeah, we don't want to admit it, but yeah, age catches up. It makes you do things that you used to be able to do easily. Makes them not so easy. What is your tripod made of? I'm always worried about putting mine in the ocean. Mine's aluminium. It's just a cheapie. Look, as long as you wash them when you get home, and same with your camera, just wash all your gear. If you're anywhere near the ocean, give everything a wash. I literally take my tripod in the shower and shower it completely. Just soak it in fresh water. And the camera, I just wipe down with a damp cloth. And even after, you know, how old's my 6D now? My 6D is, it's probably 12 years old, thereabouts. It's starting to show a bit of corrosion. But, you know, 12 years is a fair run, okay? And that's, you know, I didn't look after it really that well at first. I didn't travel to the ocean as often as I do now. But yeah, as long as, just wash it, wash everything down. Yeah, tripods, even the carbon fibre tripods, they're still going to have aluminium parts in them. And they're the things like your legs aren't a problem, your ball head isn't a problem, it's the nuts and bolts, it's the screws, it's all of those things. The more you pay, the more chance you've got of getting some stainless steel anti-rust. But, you know, it's Queensland. Nothing's bulletproof in Queensland. The corrosion and rust will catch up. So yeah, just wash it down, basically wash it down. So yeah, my tripod is aluminium, and in saying that, I've got a Manfrotto tripod at home that's aluminium as well. I'm just going to move back, and that is probably 40 or 50 years old. It was a hand-me-down. Yeah, all the screws and everything, all the springs are completely rusted, but it still works. It still works. All right, I'm getting quite deep in the water here. I might have to finish it up, to tell the truth, because I don't want to be walking back through in the dark through the water. Now let me go back to, I'll show you some of the shots. I'll quickly finish off with some of the shots. Okay, so there's the first. Oh god, they look horrible on the back of the phone. Can I? No, I can't change the exposure on the phone, which is a shame. Yeah, they don't look great on the back of the camera, but yeah, that's sort of the long exposures I was going for. That was where I zoomed in to get the sunbeams. So lots of long exposures to start with, and that was just the messy one. That's when I sort of said I don't like that for me. And that one's quite nice, I don't mind that. That's pretty cool. A couple more long exposures. So the early shots weren't too bad, and then we've got the panos. I've got a few panos. And eventually we move up into here. Again, that's where the white balance went a bit off. But yeah, look, that shot's not really doing it for me. And then we're back to the start, so that's it. We've got about 20 or 30 photos. Nothing too exciting, but it was good just to get out and hope for a good sky. So on that note, I am going to pack up. My bag is almost getting wet, and I don't want to get that wet. That's another thing, if you're traveling a lot, just get a light backpack. There's nothing worse than having one of those great big backpacks that hold everything and then getting it in the water, because you can't put it down. Okay, so that's why I just have, it's called the slingshot backpack. So, look, just excuse me while I fumble around here. I'm just trying to pack up because I'm getting deep in the water. Oh, this is not going to end well. Alright, packed up. So yeah, tripod, yeah, look, aluminium ones are perfectly fine. Just make sure that you wash them. Give them a good wash when you get home. Alright, so I think I'm going to wind it up there. I am knee deep in water and it's almost dark. So thank you to everyone who popped in. It wasn't the most exciting live stream of all time, but that's live streams. They can't all be epic. So yeah, thank you. It was good to see some people, especially Ultimate. Thanks for coming back. Linda, Kath, Scotty, Leslie, Pam, Matt popped in, Jade and Potato, and if I've missed anyone, I'm sorry. The chat on the back of my phone is sort of, it's a bit hard to keep up with, to tell the truth. Old eyes, old fat thumbs that don't work properly. So thank you again to everyone, and I am going to finish it up there. And keep an eye on my Facebook, because I might head out tomorrow night. And let's have a look at this blood moon. Alright, thanks again, and I will see you all again shortly.